Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. Today I'm going to be adding a recipe to my planner for Keto Pad Thai, and I got the idea from these noodles that I got at Costco. I haven't been able to find a link to them, but they're basically a hybrid shiratake noodle, but that isn't the clear jello-y like looking one. It's got some fiber in it, and on the back was this recipe for pad thai noodles. And I've been craving pad thai, but keto, you can't eat the noodles. So I came up with a recipe, just doing some Pinterest searching and whatnot, for pad thai using these noodles, and it was so yummy. We ate it the last couple days here, and I actually did shrimp pad thai, but you could do chicken or whatever. So anyway, I want to capture that recipe before it's 6 months before I make it again. So here's my original recipe planner. This became my savory recipe planner. My dessert section got super full, so I moved all those recipes out into a separate planner. So I'm in the main dishes section, and I'm just looking for the back of a page that's got space on it. This one's got crab cakes. There is space on the back, but I kind of want to save that for maybe a seafood recipe. So I'm looking for something maybe Asian. And I do have a link to a flip through of this recipe planner. I will link that in the cards up above. So don't be frustrated if you're not seeing anything. So here I'm getting into some Asian recipes. Here we go. Mongolian beef has space on the back, so I could put it there. And the reason I'm looking for, I'm looking at it like this is because if this recipe book gets full, I have several more empty ones. I could do an Asian only recipe book, and so I want to have, or a seafood only recipe book or something like that. So I kind of want, I want it to make sense what recipes are back to back. So I think I can see doing maybe an Asian recipe book. So let's go with the back of this Mongolian beef recipe. Okay, so as you would guess, this recipe has a ton of ingredients. So to that end, I need more lines. I need about 18 lines over here. And there are only 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... Only 15 lines. If I cover up prep time and cook time, which I don't have to have those, I can get up to 18. So I just have the Colorful Boxes book. I found two different options. I can use this grid and just use each basically pair of lines as for a bullet point, and that will fit in here. I actually, since I can't fit it in here without covering up prep time, I could either cover up prep time and save cook time, which I might do, or I could just bring it down far enough to cover up both of them. So that's one option. And then the other option I found, you guys know I've been using the Brights and the Neon Lights book a lot lately for my recipes. There is this one, which is way too long. I don't want to cover up all of this, but I could. So that's definitely an option if I need even more lines. But I was thinking like this box, I could cut this off so it's just a big long box, and that would give me enough lines as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one has 19 lines, so I could do that. And then I just need a couple little boxes. So one would say sauce, the other one would say pad thai or main dish or something like that. And this book, part of the reason I've been liking this book is because it's got all the different little shaped boxes. So I could use something like this and use whiteout and then write over it, which is definitely an option. And I'm actually kind of liking that option. I also have these, which I've used before. So I just need to make a decision here which way I'm going to go with this. What do I have in here for boxes to go with this guy? Yep, I've got a couple boxes, a couple of these boxes. Or, let's see, do these colors match? Those colors match. I can just, I can mix and match my colors too. I'm liking how skinny these are. Since I really like pink against green, and this is more of a teal blue color, I think I'll go with the peachier one here on this page. So, but we'll keep this book handy just in case. So let's get to cutting down some boxes. I definitely want to cut this off here so that it looks just like another big long box. So I'm going to cut right above the words so that it basically has the same size border all the way around. Just lightly cutting, trying to cut through the sticker and not the backing. And then we'll keep this handy because we're going to need to cut possibly some other boxes to go with. All right, so now I need to figure out where I'm going to put this. So part of the problem with covering up cook time and prep time is it's such a skinny box. I have to put it over so far. And actually I'm noticing this one is long enough that I kind of don't have a choice. So I guess I will go ahead and, the other thing I can do, let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to cover them up. Okay. It's a little interesting. That's okay, I'll live with it. See if that page that had the other boxes. So this doesn't really have a peachy colored one. But I think the appointment boxes did, yeah. Yeah, this one kind of matches. So I'm thinking I can cut these off, cut a couple of these off as well. Because I need one that says sauce, and it'll become apparent when I start writing out the recipe, and one that says Pad Thai. And I'm actually wondering if I could put my bullet points over in this space and put my ingredients. So I mean, it'll be a little weird, but not completely crazy. Okay, so this first one is gonna say sauce. All right, so the pens I pulled these kind of warm blue pens. So this is gonna be, I'm just gonna go ahead and write Keto Pad Thai. And this is, these are both Frixion pens, Frixion color. This is kind of like a flare. And then this one is a fine liner. So similar, but just very fine. So this is gonna say sauce. And I'm gonna go ahead and just write in the ingredients. So yeah, I might just go ahead and run over like that. It'll look stylized. So 3 tablespoons of fish sauce, a tablespoon of rice wine vinegar, a tablespoon of sambal oelek, I think that's how you say it. It's basically a pepper sauce, a tablespoon of peanut butter, a tablespoon of coconut aminos, which for those of you who aren't familiar, those are an all-natural salt component of soy sauce. Many folks in the keto community use this as an alternative to soy sauce. 2 tablespoons of lime juice, 5 drops of stevia, which is an all-natural sweetener, and 1 tablespoon tamarind paste, which probably has a little bit of sugar in it, but in an entire batch of like 4 or 8 servings, it's negligible. So, or something, at least for me, that I'm willing to accept. All right, so that's everything for the sauce. I need my other one here then for the Pad Thai itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and take up another box here. We need a pound of shrimp or chicken breast, 2 eggs. Actually, I have this in the wrong order. So it's kind of a recipe convention to write the ingredients in the order that you're going to need to use them in. So if you assume you already have cleaned shrimp and cubed up chicken, then you wouldn't need those first. The first thing I need is a half a tablespoon of minced ginger, 2 cloves of garlic minced, 1 tablespoon of the chili paste, the sambal. Now I need the pound of chicken breast or shrimp, and then the eggs. The recipe actually calls for scallions, but I just really hate scallions, so I used a small onion. The recipe also called for bean sprouts, but apparently there was an E. coli scare in the last couple of years with fresh bean sprouts in the normal grocery store, and I didn't feel like driving all the way to an Asian grocery store, so I just used, instead of a cup and a half of bean sprouts, I actually used a broccoli slaw mix that had shredded carrots, shredded broccoli stems, and shredded cabbage, and that actually worked out, just to add more veg, and that actually worked out really well. So I'm going to put sprouts slash slaw. So that's 1 1/2 cup. And then the last thing is the either shiratake noodles or zoodles. So I'm going to put 1 16-ounce shiratake zoodles. My husband prefers zoodles and I prefer the shiratake noodles. Okay, and then this recipe, since I covered up the cook time and the prep time, which is fine, it's not very long, I'm going to put serves 4 people, and I don't have the net carbs calculated. I'll have to calculate those, but I believe it's about 4, which is really not bad. So next we need to denote the steps. So I'm going to look for something peachy. These are kind of pink. Those are kind of peachy. 1 2 3 4. I'm gonna check my bullet points and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have this roll of little tiny bullet points, and this one on the edge is kind of a peachy color. I got these from AliExpress, which is kind of the Asian equivalent of Amazon. And if you've watched any of my other Plan With Me's, you know I use these all the time. I love them. So why not use them here as well? So I'm going to put one here. It's not exactly the same shade of peach, but it feels good with the spread. It matches close enough. So I'm going to use these. Okay, so the first step is to basically take a small bowl and whisk together all the sauce ingredients. I mean, that's why I needed to have it called out like that. Okay, next we start cooking stuff. So basically you're going to heat a drizzle of oil. Sesame oil I used sesame oil because it brings a nice Asian toasted flavor to the party. And you're going to start by just super quickly sauteing the ginger, garlic, and sambal in the oil. So you're going to add the ginger, the garlic, and the sambal. Hi, Jasper. He's just going to sit off camera, hopefully, and let me finish. So add ginger, garlic, and sambal and stir fry for about 30 seconds. The next thing you're going to do is add your protein, the shrimp or the chicken, and cook through. Okay, once you've stir fried the shrimp or the chicken, whatever protein you're using, you're going to pull it back out of the skillet and set it aside. And then in the same skillet, you're going to scramble your eggs. The next thing you're going to do is stir fry your veggies and noodles in the same skillet. If you're just using bean sprouts, you don't have to remove everything. You can just start adding back into the skillet. But if you're using a slaw like I did, that needs to cook a little longer. And then once that's softened, you're going to add your noodles back in. You're going to add your noodles in and stir fry it a little bit longer to cook the noodles a little bit. You're basically just going to add everything at this point. Add your noodles, your zoodles, your sauce, protein, and eggs. And then finally, you're going to serve it with a lime wedge and crushed peanuts. I mean, that's truly it. I'm just debating, do I want to use I think it's pretty clear. I mean, I said shrimp or chicken, so I don't need really a note about protein options. So I think I'll just, that's my little bit of space that's left for decorating. Okay, I don't have much room, so first thing I want to do though, since I don't have any notes, I want to go ahead and white out where it does say notes. I pulled a couple of the books that have the food stickers in them that I like. So I've got the food book. Actually, let's start with the recipe book. So the recipe book has, like, I was thinking, I don't know if it has a wok, but I was thinking I could use, oh, there's some eggs. Okay, this recipe has eggs. Let's put a couple eggs in there. Ha, there we go. White out covered. Step 1. Here we go. The first step is to whisk all the sauce ingredients together. So let's do a whisk. And, oh, stir frying. So a spatula. Unfortunately, I don't like any of those colors, but I think that's about my only choice. All right, we'll go ahead and use a yellow spatula. Lime would be good. I don't think I remember seeing any peanuts in any of these books. Oh, here's food, but I don't want gold. So that's why I pulled this one, because it has the same set of stickers, but I think it has a paper version. It probably has a spatula too, but I'll just live with the one I've already got. Here we go. Yeah, there's a spatula, but I like the way this one is shaped better. I know that's silly and minor, but here we go. Here we go. I know this is, Pad Thai is not, this is a Chinese food container, but I don't know about where you live. When we get Pad Thai here, it comes in a container just like that anyway, so I don't mind using it. Okay, that's probably everything out of there. What else? It's not takeout, it's homemade. I guess, okay, it's a food. I was gonna say, why do they have takeout? Why do they have takeout in the recipe book? This is the food book, not the recipe book, so that's why. This works too. Just not super excited about the colors, but let me mark the page. Maybe we'll come back to it. We'll keep an eye. I'll keep an eye out for it in a different color. There's okay. There's takeout stickers everywhere. That's cool. I think there's, yes, here we go. A lime. Very important to garnish with the lime, in my opinion. There we go. I don't think there are bean sprouts. I just need something fun, like something fun and square that would fit there. Eat well, feel good. Oh, I forgot to look at these. I'm tempted to use this, one of these two, because something square would be perfect for that space. And that's, to be honest, that's the only square ones I remember seeing. It's not dessert, that's for sure. Let's just take one more super quick look back through here. I wasn't necessarily looking for square stickers. Ooh, look at these. I gotta remember these are in here, because I can cut that off, and look how many lines I have for ingredients. Will it fit in here? It will. I mean, I would have to cover up serving size, but I could always write that over here, so I gotta remember those are in there. Look at all those. That would be for a major serious recipe. Life is what you bake it. No. 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 Okay, no square stickers. Let's eat. Doesn't really match color-wise. These colors are so bright, it's hard to work them in. Okay, I think let's go with Keep Calm and Meal Plan, just because I like the way it fits the space. And it mostly matches. It's not perfect, but it works. Okay, So let's put this back in my recipe planner. And there we go. Keto-friendly version of Pad Thai. I hope you like this video. I hope it encourages you to go ahead and put some bigger, more complex recipes with lots of ingredients. Absolutely can go in your recipe planner. It doesn't have to be just 3 or 4 ingredients. You can definitely find ways, creative ways, to put in a recipe that's got a lot of ingredients, a lot of steps, and still make it look fantastic. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you.